Okay, good evening, folks. Dr. Freedom here with you. I'm back with you for tonight. Yeah, news from in and around the universe, of course, that may or may not affect you on some level that we can't discuss, or it may cause a temporal paradox that could make it possible for Biff Tannen to become president. I see you had a little Back to the Future crossover there, but okay. Yeah, I was just I was out all day, of course, visiting Lady G at the hospital, and if her progress is she's doing very, very well. She's hanging in there. Um, Even the doctors are marking it, that she's doing very, very well in her recovery. And I'm looking forward to, when she finally comes home. This place is too quiet and, too lonely without her being here. Oh man, even the cats are looking for her and they're going bonkers. But, hopefully by sometime later this week, she'll be coming home. And then my real task begins because, I have to help her recover from the surgery and all that. And it's not going to be an easy trek. It's a very, very tricky surgery and, has some, a lot of healing to do. But okay, let's get off the home front. I have been hearing some crazy, crazy things about, folks talking about Series 9. I've been looking over, videos across the range, and I'm going to delve into that a little bit. Okay. I have some things to say about that. And it's just boggling my mind how many people are now on the anti-Moffat, anti-Capaldi bandwagon because it's seeming to gain momentum. And, I don't know what their deal is because, Capaldi has delivered an incredible performance this series. I don't know what the deal is. What do they want? I don't know. I guess maybe they want chicken and dumplings and shiny, happy little David Tennant idols or something to suddenly magically, magically, mystically appear. And, oh, it's just boggling my mind, man. The last two series have been incredible. And, oh, man. But, okay, let's get into the news, shall I? Because I got a bunch of it to go over here real quick. Okay, let's start with this, for instance. If you hadn't heard about this yet, you should have. It's been bouncing all over Twitter like mad that Peter Capaldi visited the hospital to visit, as the doctor, by the way, to visit a sick fan. And apparently, yeah, this young gentleman, I can't, forgive me if I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I just remember his first name's Daniel. He didn't get a chance to meet Capaldi at the Doctor Festival due to an illness. All right, they go in it right here. He suffers from Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. It's a genetic condition which affects the connective tissue in the body, and postural tachycardia syndrome. It's a condition that affects heart rate. And he's bedbound right now in London. And it was just so magical. If you don't get a chance to watch, the video footage and the pictures and whatnot of this visit, it's just, touches me, man. Apparently last week, Frances Barber also paid him a visit. You remember Frances Barber? She played Madame Kavarian, that chick with the eye patch. Yeah, it kind of reminded me of an evil dominatrix. That one? Yeah, you remember her. Series 6, whatnot. Okay, so yeah, and also, yeah, here's the, I'm sorry, my brain's running in 5 different directions right now. Okay, Moffat, of course, delivering this nice little video message for him since he couldn't be there. And also, watch, here it is. Here's one of them, man. Watch this freaking video, man. If this doesn't touch your heart, I don't know what will. And, of course, here's the nifty autograph he left in with a little picture. And, it's just amazing to me that he took time, out on his own to go see this young man, and brighten his day. It just knocks me over. It just really does. Peter Capaldi is a class act, and he has demonstrated that over and over and over again. Oh, man. Okay, let's move on. I know I hate to move on from one. I should just leave with that one. That's just awesome, man. Okay, The Husbands of River Song DVD and Blu-ray. And guess what? They've already got details out for it, and the sucker ain't even aired yet. It's going to be released on the 25th of January of 2016 in the UK. I haven't seen any mentions yet on when it's going to be released, across the pond as yet. But we already have the extras. It's got a Dr. Extra 20 minutes, Adventures of River Song 10 minutes, and there's the synopsis for the episode if you want to read it. It's just crazy these days just how fast they've got stuff scheduled to come out, and it ain't even been broadcast. All right, moving on to Legends of Ashildr. BBC have announced, Booktopia was already talking about this a ways back, remember? And that's what kind of blew the lid off who Ashildr was somebody, trying to, get ahead of the rest and had the order, pre-order page out with the synopsis that basically just killed the whole thing for who this Maisie Williams' character was. And okay, BBC Books have announced a new hardback to tie in with the recent series of Doctor Who, focusing on Ashildr, played by Maisie Williams. And if you want to read a bit more about it, it's all right here. If I remember right, they already have a pre-order price, and for some reason it's not listed here. I'll have to go check back on Blogger again, see what he had for it. But also you have a chance to win a copy of Legends of Ashildr right here. If you want to go through this contest right here on on Doctor News, all you need is right here. Boom, boom, boom. Go check this out. Be sure to be quick. This contest ends on the 31st of December. And only one entry per household will be accepted, you dirty birdies. All right. Ninth Doctor comics are set to continue. Apparently, Titan Comics and BBC Worldwide have announced the ongoing Ninth Doctor comic series will go on from here. Apparently, they launched the Ninth Doctor originally as a 5-part miniseries in 2015, but due to the popularity of the Ninth Doctor as played by Chris Eccleston, the series will now join the 10th, 11th, and 12th Doctors as a monthly ongoing title. And of course, Kevan Scott had this to say about it if you want to read that. And of course, the first in the brand new Ninth Doctor ongoing story arc will hit the shelves in April of next year with interior art on the opening 3-parter by Adriana Mello. All right, moving on. Space confirms time for the Christmas special. Or Canadian broadcaster Space have now confirmed that they plan to broadcast this year's special, The Husbands of River Song, on Christmas Day at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, at the time of the writing of the BBC America, have yet to confirm when they will air it, or as of the time of the writing of this article is what I think he meant to say this on this one. But it will most certainly be at the same time as Space. Okay, here's a nifty little thing right here. Christmas schedule. Okay, the Christmas double edition of the Radio Times is now generally available, containing all the programming details on the main UK channels for this festive period, including, of course, the premiere of The Husbands of River Song on Christmas Day. It's at 5:15 p.m., which features as one of their, quote-unquote, the very best of TV, film, and radio this Christmas. Now, the magazine also features a 2-page interview with Peter Capaldi, during which he talks about the departure of Jenna Coleman. And as well as with the Christmas's new episode, Doctor continues to be available to watch on other digital channels. After a short break, Watch returns with a daily dose of the 10th Doctor from the 20th of December, leading up to a double dose of Christmas specials on the day itself as he encounters the next Doctor through the end of time post-Christmas. And it's all right. Sorry, I lost my track. Post-Christmas, it's the turn of the 11th Doctor to dominate the afternoon schedules. Meanwhile, the Horror Channel will continue their latest run through the classic era, with Christmas Day seeing the 4th Doctor end up dealing with the horror of Fang Rock. Be sure to go take a look at that one if you ever get a chance. Very nice, suspenseful story. It'll have you in, sheesh, you'll be shivering, man. I'm not kidding. It's very suspenseful, and it features the one and only television appearance of the Rootans, which is the infamous enemy of the Sontarans. You remember the everlasting war they've been going through? However, there's more 4th Doctor action on BBC 4 on the 28th and 29th of December as the channel broadcasts The Face of Evil, as Patrick Mulkern observes in the Radio Times, and he goes on there. Okay, with the Christmas Day schedule firmly locked down, bets are firmly in the running as to how those shows will fare with the viewers. Here are the average odds across the various agencies at the time of the writing, so if you want to go check this out, boom, boom, boom. Okay, and we'll go, I'm not going to go into this. This is, I think, here's the odds, blah, 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 where's it going to land and whatnot. If you're into that, boom, there it is. It's not my bag, okay? New comics being released Wednesday, of course, which was yesterday. Sorry, I'm running behind on everything. If I miss anything, please forgive me. It's just, bouncing between the hospital and home. I haven't had a whole lot of time to actually compile and read a lot of these, so I'm winging it. Wednesday, the 9th of December, sees the latest comic adventures released for the 8th, 11th, and 12th Doctors. So you get 8th Doctor number 2, 11th Doctor 2.3, 12th Doctor Christmas special, and boomity bobbity boom. If you want to go check out these covers, all you got to do is go here and click on them. And see there, it'll come up a little bit bigger for you. Also, they have previews of the first couple pages and such if you want to check out those. Comics, not my big thing, but a lot of the fans are really, really loving what's going on in those. Okay, France 4 is announcing their Series 9 launch date. Viewers in France will get to see the latest adventures of the Doctor and Clara straight after Christmas this year. It's France number 4 confirms the series premiere, Magician's Apprentice, will air on Saturday, the 26th of December at 8:50 p.m., and that's over on their time. Okay. Now, the series premieres 3 months after the UK, with French viewers getting to see the episodes in their native French dub earlier than in recent years. Matt Smith's first series aired from February 2011, Series 6 in May of 2012, and Series 7 from May of 2013, and then Series 8 from March this year. And, of course, the channel did, of course, air Day of the Doctor on the 50th anniversary. So I bet, if you read France, boom, that's right. Here's a translation for you. All right, you read France. Oh, read French. Okay, unfortunately, we've lost another actor. Nicholas Smith passed away at the age of 81. His first television appearance was as the camp leader Wells in 3 episodes of the 1964 serial The Dalek Invasion of Earth. He's had many, many other roles in UK, in many other UK drama series, and 81 good innings, but still sad to see him go. He died in the hospital on Sunday following a fall at his home. Oh man, that's just sad to hear. Okay, now what's perturbing me, and as I've been sitting here, after I got home tonight, I was hanging out with the guys on Zoom for a while, but then I did a little nifty thing, and I should have been reading articles, I know, but I decided to just scan around, look at some other stuff. It's just amazing to me all the people jumping up and down, going plot holes, plot holes, plot holes. When I'm sitting there going, really? Where were they? Because actually, this series has been very, very consistent. I have not seen any major plot holes. One of the ones, of course, was, and this one was brought up by one of the cast members, how did the Sisterhood of Karn get on Gallifrey if it's been moved forward in time? Okay, now if you're a big Finnish listener and you get around the Sisters of the Flame, I think there was a Sisterhood of the Flame. I can't remember. It was one of the 8th Doctor adventures, which led into, I'm not going to give away too much because you really got to go listen to Big Finish if you haven't. The Sisterhood of Karn has some really, really kick-ass mental abilities, and one of them was the ability to transport across actual space and possibly time, using just sheer mental force as well as whatever mystic hoodoo they do have. And that, so that kind of filled in the hole for me there. Maybe people just didn't get that as to why they were there. Also, the fact, oh man, it just got to be silly. All the weird stuff, like they pretty much covered all the bases. Just go back if you didn't understand anything and rewatch it, and chances are you're going to find an explanation. It's like, don't expect some guy sitting there in a vest, strumming a guitar, and who just sounds mysteriously like Waylon Jennings to explain it all to you, like in the Dukes of Hazzard. I don't mean to sound mean or anything like that, but come on, I've just heard some really outrageous crap. It's just boggling my mind as to how many people are suddenly going, I didn't get it. Oh, Gallifrey's back. And they wasted it. No, they didn't. And as much as I originally viewed, the episode and went, oh my God, come on. They gave Mary Sue TARDIS and everything else, blah, 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 or Clara Sue, as he's being called in some corners of the community. And now she's immortal and blah, blah, blah. No. The point of the matter is they gave her a departure. And that's basically what that whole end segment was meant to be, Clara's departure. Now, the thing is, I am starting to agree that, in some cases, I think Stephen Moffat does need to learn where to quit. Because I did not approve, personally, that was my opinion. They should have left like Amy and Rory back where they were when they left at the end of the God Complex. And, why did they drag them back for another half a series when you could have brought the companion in right there and, we'd had more episodes with Clara getting, that character more development than when they slam banged her in the following spring for half a series. Also, I think Clara should have been left where she was at Christmas. I'm glad she did come back for a series, and, but still, come on, you drug her through all this just to give her this uber ending. And, and then you gave her this incredibly dramatic character death, which, was very riveting, it had some incredible aftershocks, only to drag her back in the finale to make her, give her basically a TARDIS, call her basically a Time Lord, and now her and the Shield are, matter of fact, I love the way Clara's flying a TARDIS all of a sudden. You see, I can drag stuff up like that all day, but for the most part, I enjoyed the episode, and I'm not going to knock on it like them other guys have. Her character has departed. Now we look forward to the future, and we look forward to who's going to be joining the Doctor after, in this coming year. And we also have the Christmas special to look forward to, which looks like it's going to be amazingly funny. And Christmas specials, remember, are not meant to be huge, not, knockdown, drag outs, whatever you call it. And sure, some drama is nice in them, but for the most part, they're meant to be family friendly because they're airing them in the family time zone. That's how it works. So if you didn't understand something in that episode, go back and watch it again, or feel free to leave some comments in the comment box. If I can, throw you a few answers that'll help you out, because I've been at this for show for going on, sheesh, let me see, 33 years now or more, and there's maybe there's some nifty things that happen in between the classic series and Big Finish that you haven't seen, and maybe I can help fill in the gap a little. Because a lot did happen in those episodes in that finale. And, I really, really loved it. That's my opinion. I had some reservations originally, but hey. Okay, but before I ramble on too long, and plus I got to go to bed because I have to get up and run. I'm already up way too late as it is, and I've got to, hop up again in the morning, run out to the hospital as soon as I can, and, check on Lady G again. And like I'm from what I'm hearing, they're very optimistic. She's doing very well in her recovery. She's even up and about and out of bed. And for the type of surgery she had, she's doing amazingly well, which is more than I could have ever hoped for. And I'm really looking forward to her coming home. Okay, so until next time, guys, and I don't know when that's going to be. It could be tomorrow, could be the day after. Plus, I still want to sit down and have that round table with some of the folks who didn't get to participate in last weekend's Omega Files. So that way, we can all sit down, get their views out. Plus, Matt Rose, who's, had technical difficulties, and I want him to get a chance to get his, say in. Well, I'm getting out of here because I'm rambling. So take it easy, take care, enjoy the rest of your day. Sayonara, bubs.